Well, the Electoral Commission says it has put in place various systems to ensure the smooth running of the upcoming registration weekend. They include ICT systems, voter management devices, and also limiting the impact of rolling blackouts. This morning, the IEC will brief the media on the state of readiness ahead of the voter registration weekend. For more on the story, we bring in SABC News reporter Natasha Phiri live in Centurion. Natasha, good morning to you. We've seen the IEC really moving around various places or parts of the country to keep having this discussion to try and motivate people to go and have to go and register. We saw them in Limpopo yesterday. What are we expecting to hear today?
Definitely, Naledi, good morning to you, and of course to our SABC viewers. Indeed, the IEC has been on a drive to actually educate the general public about the importance of registering to vote. You would remember that this is the first voter registration weekend that will be taking place on the 18th and the 19th, and of course those voting polls, 23,296 to be exact, will be open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. where South Africans who haven't registered to vote before could actually have the opportunity to vote. We know that over 60,000 IEC staff will be ready and available to actually help South Africans to vote. But Naledi, it's not only on the IEC. The onus is not only on the IEC to actually encourage South Africans to vote. You would remember that on the 24th of October, when the IEC had actually launched its national and provincial elections campaign, they had urged political parties to actually play their role in encouraging South Africans to vote. And hence you've seen various political parties on online campaigns and of course voter registration drives, just encouraging South Africans by and large to actually come out in their numbers to actually register and vote. And perhaps if I'll just take you through the numbers. I mean, the last time we engaged with IEC officials, they had said that the transactions through the online portal, you would remember that they actually launched an online campaign earlier on this year. There have been over 1 million transactions through that online portal, and 400,000 of those transactions are actually new people, new registered voters, and the majority are actually young people between the ages of 20 to 25. Of course, like you said there in your introduction, the IEC says they are ready to actually, conduct this voter registration weekend. 2 weeks ago, they actually conducted some dry runs, and of course, those dry runs also had minor challenges, such as that the database could not handle the load. But the IEC is quite confident that those are issues of the past, and come this weekend, such challenges would not occur again. Of course, there will be another voter registration weekend next year, closer to the election date, and of course the IEC is still considering that date, because remember, the president hasn't yet set down the date for elections that will take place. So we're just anxiously waiting for that briefing that will take place at 11 a.m. and of course, as SABC News, we will update you with the latest. But for those also who can't perhaps go online or maybe to the voter registration district, for those who also want to know their details, you can just simply SMS your ID number to 32810, and of course you will get the details of which voter registration or location you will be allocated to come the day of voting.